Hey everyone, how's it going? Monday motivation, just in time. Um, Start off by showing you something cool. Got my pink laces on. Can you see that? Yep, pink shoelaces for Breast Cancer Awareness Month. And I'll be wearing those the whole month of October. Um, I'm going to start by dedicating this video in honor of my mother, Wendy Kleiner, who's a breast cancer survivor, my aunt, Jody Gray, a very good friend of mine, Nicole Ferraro, and any other survivors who I either forgot or just don't know that are breast cancer survivors. And I'd like to dedicate the video in memory of my grandmother, Glory Kleiner, Muriel Benjamin, who's one of my really good friend's mother, and Michelle Shefsky, my wife's aunt. And of course, anybody else who has unfortunately lost their battle to breast cancer. So today's video is called Be Tougher Than Your Life Is. We all know life can be extremely difficult. There's sayings, when it rains, it pours, right? So when life's bad, it can get worse. And then there's sayings, oh, well, if everything's going great, then you better watch out because something's bad around the corner, right? So it seems like no matter what you do, life is very, very tough. And it's going to knock you down no matter what. And what defines, in my opinion, success and being, a good motivated person who just keeps on pushing no matter what, is how you get back up during those times in life when it knocks you down. So you got to be tougher than your life is. Life is going to knock you down no matter what, but don't be the person sitting on the bench, right? Don't get knocked down when you're already sitting. At least be up, running, doing something, and get knocked down because it's going to happen no matter what. And don't keep pushing, or don't stop pushing, I should say, and keep pushing through no matter what that is. And so today's kind of what I'm going to go into from here is, where does your motivation come from? And that's something that you as an individual have to decide, because each person's motivation comes from a different place. And I want to give you guys an example. I've noticed from making these videos, even though it's only been 3 now, that my motivation personally comes from an emotional spot. No matter what, there's always an emotion tied to it. And I get emotional very easily. And that emotion is what ends up driving or motivating me to do something. So try and look into yourself and find what really truly motivates you. What is it that sparks you and gets you motivated? A good way to relate to that is always asking yourself why. The why is the most important question with all this stuff, because why is what's driving you to do what you do, whether you realize it or not. It's subconscious, or for some people it's there, they know why. But that's what drives you to do what you do every day, why you wake up, why you do what you do. So find that why. And another way to say that, when someone says, well, why are you doing that? And you're like, what is the purpose? What is the purpose of what you're doing? And so why ties into purpose. And when you have purpose and you're giving something purpose and there's meaning in life, you're going to get it done. So make sure your why is the most important thing in the world, and that is the main thing that's driving you on a daily basis to do what you do. For those of y'all who are Jewish, happy Rosh Hashanah. And for those of y'all who are either not Jewish or are completely unfamiliar with the concept, Rosh Hashanah is the Jewish New Year. So a good time where a lot of Jews kind of set goals for the year and say, it's a new year, happy, healthy, wealthy new year, and all this good stuff. And the place where I'm going with this, that it just hit me today, is it's funny how different people have different New Years during the time. It can be your birthday. You know what? I'm going to make this year a new year. For a lot of people, it's obviously New Year's, January 1st, but there's a Chinese New Year, there's a Jewish New Year. So anyway, there's never a specific time to turn around a leaf and start a new leaf in your life. So I also want a topic on don't be restricted to dates. Don't be restricted to saying, I want to start a new year, but I'm going to do it January 1st. Don't do it January 1st. Do it tomorrow. You don't need a date to turn that leaf and start a new part of your life. You just got to do it. So it's just something kind of cool I thought about. And what else? Halloween goals for the people who watched the last video. You are 4 weeks from today on the dot. So make sure you're either creating a timeline or just doing something to stay accountable and know that you're going to get whatever your goal was that you set done 4 weeks from today. And I told you guys I was going to figure something out. Mine's nothing serious or crazy, but I've been putting off. I need to fertilize my lawn before the winter. So I made it a point to say, every time I come across it, I'm like, I do need to do that, but this is way more important. That's way more important. So anyways, I've been putting it off. I'm going to fertilize my lawn before Halloween. And I don't need too intensive a plan because it's a very basic thing and it's easy to achieve. I just need to make sure it gets done before then, but it will. So anyways, thank you guys for tuning in. I hope this touched somebody somewhere and inspired them to do either something great today or, if it's a week, a month from now, a year from now, 10 years from now, I hope someone looks back and says, you know what, that was actually great advice and that really helped me. So yeah, I hope I'm still helping you guys and have a great rest of your Monday. Have a great rest of your week. I'll see you guys next Monday and thanks for all the support as always.